hear those drums? That's the sound of a door you can't lock anymore. I don't kick up dust, I bring down streets. I don't raise my voice, I raise defeat. Rain on my shoulder, steel in my hand. I don't ask permission, I take command. Your gods look brave in the lantern light, till the snare rolls, tell them it's my night. Count that rattle, feel that heat. Every step is a signed receipt. Siege drums on Whiskey Street, boss man is marching slow complete. No prayers left in a room like this, just smoke, cold eyes and a loaded fist. If you owe me blood, you pay it neat. To the siege drums on Whiskey Street. I've seen kings beg with a glass held high. I've seen saints learn how to tell a lie. Your crew got loud, now they go quiet fast. 'Cause the future here don't forgive the past. One hand on the deal, one hand on the blade. I don't lose sleep, I collect what you made. Snare roll tighter, like a wire. Every heartbeat feeds the fire. Siege drums on Whiskey Street, boss man is marching slow complete. No prayers left in a room like this, just smoke, cold eyes and a loaded fist. If you owe me blood, you pay it neat. To the siege drums on Whiskey Street. This city's mine for the night's sake. You can hide in gold, you can hide in faith, but you can't hide long from a boss-made fate. When the last roll hits, you'll understand. I didn't come for peace, I came for land. Siege drums on Whiskey Street, boss man is marching slow complete. No prayers left in a room like this, just smoke, cold eyes and a loaded fist. If you owe me blood, you pay it neat. To the siege drums on Whiskey Street. Yeah, pay it neat. Then walk away.
I've been down in the dirt with
a mouth full of doubt, Rendu heart brew, trying not to black out. They say stay in your place, like my place is a grave. But I learned real quick how a hard man stays brave. 88 beats, like boots on wood. If you still got breath, you still got good. No savior coming, no easy win, just a stubborn soul and a thick-skinned grin. Hold the line tonight, hold the line. Keep your head up high, head up high. If the world don't love you, love yourself to survive. Hold the line tonight, hold the line. Step by step we ride, step by step. Dark blues anthem for the ones left behind. Hands like stone, back like a bridge. I carry my people on the edge of the ridge. I done lost some time to the bottle and fear, but I'm still right here, and that's why I'm here. Every closed door taught my knuckles to speak. Now I turn that hurt into strength when I'm weak. You can't buy pride, you can't fake faith. You earn your name when you face that weight. Hold the line tonight, hold the line. Keep your head up high, head up high. If the world don't love you, love yourself to survive. Hold the line tonight, hold the line. Step by step we ride, step by step. Dark blues anthem for the ones left behind. Let us all out, get up. When it's cold, stand up. If you die, speak up. Some nights you don't need hope, you need spine. Need one more step on that thin, tight line. So if your hands are shaking, let them shake with pride. Ain't a damn thing wrong with being terrified. As long as you don't quit, as long as you stay, as long as you fight for one more day. Hold the line tonight, hold the line. Keep your head up high, head up high. If the world don't love you, love yourself to survive. Hold the line tonight, hold the line. Step by step we ride, step by step. Dark blues anthem, yeah, we're still alive. Warehouse door creaks at 3:30. Air thick with the smell of bad company. You shook on a deal with a crooked grin. Now the bill comes due and the clock ticks thin. I don't raise my voice, I don't make a scene. Just let the steel talk where the words have been. Your eyes go wide when the switch flips free. Verdicts coming in cold decree. Promises break like cheap hotel glass. Still remembers when the memories pass. Switchblade verdict, quick and clean. Heads are talking, ends a scheme. 8 inches of truth in a flick of the wrist. Judgment served with a metallic twist. No appeal, no second chance. Switchblade verdict, final dance. eye cut sharp through the warehouse gloom. Stomp keeps time like an approaching doom. You backed out once, thought you walk away, but deaths like this don't fade with the day. I don't need backup, I don't need a crew. One blade's enough when the point gets through. Your story ends on the concrete floor. Switchblade verdict settles the score. Every lie you told comes back to bite. Still enforces what you got wrong that night. Switchblade verdict, quick and clean. Ends a talking, ends a scheme. 8 inches of truth in a flick of the wrist. Judgment served with a metallic twist. No appeal, no second chance. Switchblade verdict, final dance. They'll find you folded like a bad hand played. Lesson written in the mess you made. No witnesses needed, no paper trail. Switchblade justice never fails. Sirens wail soft in the distance call. I slip through shadows avoiding it all. Wipe the handle on your clean white shirt. Leave you breathing just enough to hurt. Next man listening will think twice before he tries to roll the dice. Night swallows secrets, night keeps score. Switchblade verdict forevermore. Final click echoes in the empty space. Verdict delivered without a trace. Switchblade verdict, swift and sure. What you owed is what you endure. 8 inches of truth in a flick of the wrist. Judgment served with a deadly twist. No appeal, no mercy glance. Switchblade verdict, last dance. Hey kids staring at the crack rear view, thinking this whole broke town is all of you. You wear your anger like a second skin. Don't know you're losing's how you learn to win. 118 beats, boots on the ground. You're gonna fall hard, but you'll rise up loud. You feel small now, like you don't belong. But there's a fire in your chest that was born for strong. So walk through the dark, don't close your eyes. Every scar you earn is a stripe you rise. When the world says no, you say watch me breathe. You're tougher than the demons trying to pull your teeth. This is a letter to my younger self. You ain't broken, boy, you're forged in hell. You'll trust some faces that turn their back. You'll drink some nights till you fade to black. You'll lose good love cause you're scared of pain. You'll trade your heart for another chain. But one cold morning, staring at your own eyes, you'll choose to live instead of just survive. You're gonna learn that weak and hurt ain't twins. Sometimes the bravest thing you do is let light in. So walk through the dark, don't close your eyes. Every scar you earn is a stripe you rise. When the world says no, you say watch me breathe. You're tougher than the demons trying to pull your teeth. This is a letter to my younger self. You ain't broken, boy, you're forged in hell. Speak up when your voice starts to shake. Stand firm when your old ghosts wake. Don't run from the mirror when you hate that face. Stay there, step back. place. You'll want dead jobs, you'll sleep on floors, you'll swear you're done, you'll slam some doors, but you'll keep moving, one step, one breath, cheating one more sunrise out of certain death. And one day, boy, you'll turn around, see a mountain where you used to see the ground. So if you're listening on the other side of time, know every wrong turn still leads to this line. You're not your worst night, not your worst choice. You're the man that gets back up and finds his voice. So walk through the dark, don't close your eyes. Every scar you earn is a stripe you rise. When the world says no, you say watch me breathe. You're tougher than the demons trying to pull your teeth. This is a letter to my younger self. You ain't broken, boy, you're forging hell. Yeah, this is a letter from the man you'll be. Stand up, kid, one day you'll walk like free. Graveyard shift at the edge of town, chrome stool kingdom, paper crown, coffee burnt down to the bitter dregs, floor tied cold under tired legs, 90 heartbeats till the sun shows face, night shift gospel in a nowhere place. No congregation but the flies and the steam, just a man wide awake in a half-dead dream. Night shift gospel, preaching to the neon, snare keeps time while the dark rolls on. Guitar strings whisper what the clock won't say. These blues don't sleep, they just fade to gray. Night shift whisper, coffee black and thin, saving no souls, but I still clock in. Jukebox busted on an old sad song, same three chords that went all wrong. Truckers drift through like passing goes, leave a couple dollars in the same old boats. I top off cups like a priest with wine, blessing their silence with a crooked line. Ain't no hallelujah in the fries hiss, just another order that the day will miss. Night shift gospel, preaching to the neon, snare keeps time while the dark rolls on. Guitar strings whisper what the clock won't say. These blues don't sleep, they just fade to gray. Night shift gospel, coffee black and thin, saving no souls, but I still clock in. forget. Sunrise leaks through the greasy glass. Night lets go, but the blues don't pass. I flip that sign from open to closed. Count the tips like sins I never posed. Pocket my change, kill the neon glow. Carry this gospel where the daylight goes. Night shift watch space, last soft round. Snare fades quiet with the humming sound. It's all sighs, though the lives drifted through. Dark blue sermon for the chosen few. Night shift gospel, end of the line. Just a tired man under a flickering sign. Ain't no wind tonight, but the curtains move. Ain't no cars outside, but I hear a groove. Kettle's cold, still it starts to sing, like somebody touched the kitchen string. I count my steps from the bed to the door. Same as last night, same as before. But the hallway feels longer when the light goes dim, like it's learning my name from under the trim. Hold your breath, listen close. This house ain't empty, just quiet most. Someone breathing in the walls, slow and steady when the night falls. If I pray, it don't stop. If I run, it follows my steps on top. Sink got a drip with a nervous beat, matches my pulse like a backstreet meet. Picture frame tilts all by itself, like it's trying to turn and face the shelf. That old radio, no plug, no wire, crackles low like a buried fire. I don't see a thing, but I feel the weight, like a shadow leaning at the edge of a plate. Ain't no ghost story, ain't no joke, just a mouth in the dark that don't need smoke. Someone breathing in the walls, slow and steady when the night falls. If I pray, it don't stop. If I run, it follows my steps on top. it fade? Or do bright rooms just give it shade? If I leave this key in the lock, will it walk out when the clock hits sharp? I talk to myself just to hear a sound, but my voice comes back, not quite mine now. Morning shows nothing clean and plain, but the air tastes old like iron rain. I find one chair pulled out too far, like somebody sat there watching dark. I tell myself I'm tired, that's all, but my hand still shakes at the hallway call. 'Cause night will come like it always does, and the walls will breathe like they're made of lungs. Don't need proof, don't need signs. Fear don't wait for a straight line. Someone breathing in the walls, right behind me when the silence crawls. If I sleep, keep the door unlatched, so I know it's mine and what is snatched. Didn't need a plea. Devil ain't waiting with the fiddle of gold. He's waiting in the data that gets bought and sold. They map your hunger, they map your fear. Whisper exactly what you wanna hear. 90 beats sing to the scrolling light, harvesting your days and stealing your night. Eyes glazed over, head tilted down, walking like a ghost in a wired town. Digital harvest, reaping the mind, leaving the human part far behind. No blood on the contract, no ink on the page, just a quiet surrender in a silicone cage. The digital harvest, feeding the stream, waking up tired in another man's dream. Riff loops endless like a gif on repeat. Baseline buzzes under concrete feet. You think you're choosing, you think you're free, but the algorithm knows you better than me. It sells you anger, it sells you lust, grinding your attention down into dust. Server hum rises like a hive of bees, while we're all preying on our digital knees. Swipe to the left, swipe to the right, disappearing slowly into pixel light. The digital harvest, reaping a mind, leaving the human part far behind. No blood on the contract, no ink on the page, just a quiet surrender in a silicone cage. The digital harvest, feeding the stream, waking up tired in another man's dream.
Music stutters in the collections. The guitar riff pitch shifts down. A robotic voice fragments connection lost. Sudden silence, then the mechanical kick returns harder.
We built the machine to carry the load. Now we just gravel on its infinite road. No privacy left in the cloud above. Trading our secrets for a digital love. Screen goes black and the reflection is thin. Hollowed out eyes where the light got in. I try to disconnect, try to pull the cord, but the silence feels sharper than a two-edged sword. The hum won't stop, the feed won't end. Just another user, just another trend. The digital harvest, crop is all in. New kind of sorrow, new kind of sin. No blood on the contract, no ink on the page. Just a quiet surrender in a silicon cage. The digital harvest, consuming the whole, deleting the user to save the control. Sunday morning, I'm standing in that line. Neon open like a bad old sign. Got my daddy's watch in a paper sack. Feels like I'm selling time I can't get back. Man behind the counter, don't look me in the eye. Just weighs my history like it's a lie. 78 beats, slow shame dance. One more hard choice, one more chance. He said cash or ticket, that's all it can be. But it felt like he was pricing what's left of me. Pawn shop Sunday, bell on the door. Trading my pride just to buy one more. Pawn shop Sunday, cold little deal. You learn what a man's worth when the numbers get real. Pawn shop Sunday, I don't wanna fall, but hunger don't care, hunger takes all. My girl needs groceries, my boy needs shoes. Them love calling with them final blues. I tried to stay straight, try to play it clean, but clean don't pay when the check runs thin. Saw a wedding ring in a glass case shine like somebody else's broken line. The radio in the corner hums low, same sad song I already know. Temptation talks in a friendly tone, says one quick hustle and you're back at home. Pawn shop Sunday, bell on the door. Trading my pride just to buy one more. Pawn shop Sunday, cold little deal. You learn what a man's worth when the numbers get real. Pawn shop Sunday, I don't wanna fall, but hunger don't care, hunger takes all. got a road and a roof in my head, so I took that shame where it couldn't show, and I kept on moving real slow. If you ever love something more than your name, don't let hard times make you feel the same. Ask for help, take the long way through. A man ain't finished when he's down to two. Pawn shop Sunday, I'm learning to stand with empty pockets and a steady hand. Pawn shop Sunday, I'll pay it back. Not with my soul, not with my life on track. Pawn shop Sunday, hear me call. I'm still here, so I won't fall.
There's a dark at the edge of this rusted town, where the paint flakes off and the lights fall down. Every ship that leaves takes a piece of me, but I'm chained to the post of this dying sea. 94 heartbeats, heavy and slow, rust tide rising where the good times go. No clean water in this harbor soul, just a dirty swell that I can't control. Rust tide rising up to my knees, snare hits true like a cold disease. Slide guitar moaning like a wounded hull, dark blues current pulling me full. Rust tide rising, eating the steel, taking what the years won't heal. I had a ticket once for the brighter shore, but I drank it down on this rotting floor. Watched my chances drift like broken crates, marked return to sender at the customs gates. Every gull overhead sounds like my name, circling low for a man in shame. Can't outrun what the water knows, it finds your weight wherever it flows. Rust tide raising up to my waist, snare taps time that I can't replace. Slide guitar scraping on a sunken keel, dark blues verdict I can't appeal. Rust tide raising, eating the steel, taking what the years won't heal. Line on the wall, line on my chest, line in my past. comes in past the final rung, it'll wash this salt from my smoke-burned lung. No more watching other ships break free, no more rust writing history. Just a quiet pull to the ocean floor, where the dark, the man, and the years are more. Slide guitar sinking in a muffled cry, dark blues bubbles on the way down high. Rusted hands and nothing left to steal, only proof that the pain was real. Blue light bleeds through the blinds again. Same old street, same old with your friends. No warrant shown, just a hard knee shove. Boot prints fresh on the rug I love. They ask my name like they don't know. Ask where I've been, ask where I go. I keep my face like a locked steel door. I learned too much from nights before. When the questions come like winter rain, you don't get warm by explaining. Warrantless silence, hold it tight. Don't give your throat to the siren light. Let them talk, let them press, let them try. A hard man lives when he don't reply. Warrantless silence, count to 10. You can't take back words once you let them in. Riff bites down, slowing me. Snare snaps dry like a crime scene. They say help us out, they say be smart, but every help is a hook in the heart. Neighbor watching through a cracked door, judging a man they never knew before. I don't plead, I don't flinch, I don't fold. I let the quiet do what it's told. A voice can hang you soft and sweet, so I bury mine under heavy feet. Warrantless silence, hold it tight. Don't give your throat to the siren light. Let them talk, let them press, let them try. A hard man lives when he don't reply. Warrantless silence, count to 10. You can't take back words once you let them in. Guitar drops to 2 notes like a pulse. Drum strip to kick on it. Bass swells like pressure in a room with no windows. Radio static returns in short bursts. A low voice. Where were you? Silence. They think fear makes a man confess, but fear makes fools say more and less. I ain't innocent, I ain't clean. I'm just disciplined and unseen. You want a story, you want a line, go write
write your fiction on someone else's time. Dawn shows up like an unpaid bill. Same cold sun, same cold will. They leave no apology, leave no trace, just the aftertaste in an empty space. I fix the lock, sweep glass and dust, put the door back where it used to trust. Then I sit in the quiet I know is true. Warrantless silence sees me through. Some wars are won by staying still, by swallowing heat and keeping will. Warrantless silence, hold it tight. Don't give your throat to the siren light. Let them talk, let them press, let them try. A hard man lives when he don't reply. Warrantless silence, count to 10. You can't take back words once you let them in.
I've seen cities burn behind my back, rear view mirror painting everything black. Friends turn smoke into sirens glow. Dreams went under in a river's flow. Still I walk with my head not bowed through the quiet wreck of a vanished crowd. If the sky wants to throw more fire down, I'll meet it wearing this ash-made crown. Can't rewind what the flames erased, only choose how the scars get faced. Ash crown horizon, glowing low, walking straight where the hard winds blow. 80 beating reasons not to fall. Heart still burning, but the eyes stay cold. Ash crown horizon, line of flame. Step by step, I keep my name. The tires sway slow like a hanging light. Drums mark time in the teeth of night. Sirens of comfort call me home, but I was born for the long walks home. Empty pockets, heavy soul, no excuse and no parole. If tomorrow falls like the others did, I'll stand up taller on the smoking grill. Every ending's just another tale. Asking quietly, you still your best. Ash crown horizon, glowing low, walking straight where the hard winds blow. 80 beating reasons not to fall. Heart still burning, but the eyes stay cold. Ash crown horizon, line of
one more mile. I'll make it heavy, I'll make it worthwhile. Morning leaks through a smoke-stained sky. Same old questions asking how and why. I don't answer, I don't explain. I just shoulder up and take the strain. When the last light dies on the city's rim, and the edges of the world go dim, you'll see one figure walking on, ash crown shining till the dark is gone. No big speech when the curtain's drawn, just steady back, still moving on. Ash crown horizon, burning slow, silhouetted where the wild winds blow. 80 beating reasons not to fold. Heart still burning, but the eyes stay cold. Ash crown horizon, end or start. Either way, I keep my heart.
Courtroom clock ticks like a bomb in my head. Judge's gavel falls, kids wave goodbye instead. 30 days clean, they say I gotta prove, but the bottle calls louder than family moves. 72 beats, pulse thick with regret. Mirror shows devil I ain't paid yet. Her lawyer smiles, my hands shake the rail. One wrong slip and they take 'em for good, no bail. Sobriety's a chain, heavier than chains I wore. Nights alone, screaming at an empty door. Last custody blues, grip slipping fast. Daddy's a ghost from the father's past. Swore on their Bible I'd change my ways, but the liquor devil haunts 30 days. Last custody blues, tears in my glass. Fight for my blood or fade into trash. Coffee black as my sin. Men share their stories, I nod with a grin. Home group's a trap house without the high. Pick up a chip, swallow another lie. Baby's first tooth I missed in a blackout haze. Toddler's daughter echoes through barroom maze. Social worker calls, voice cold as ice. Miss one test and we cut the price. Hands itch for the flask in the kitchen drawer. Kids' pictures taped where the labels tore. Last custody blues, blood slipping fast. Daddy's a ghost from the father's past. Swore on their Bible I'd change my ways, but the liquor devil haunts 30 days. Last custody blues, tears in my glass. Fight for my blood or fade in the trash. Of her wedding, me walking her down. Him and Little League, me yelling from town. Pour it out slow, watch it swirl down the drain. But the thirst rises up like a runaway train. God, if you're listening, send me a sign. One clean sunrise before I cross the line. Visitation room, plastic chairs and a screen. Their faces light up and drop like a bad scene. Mommy says you're sick, little man understands. I choke on the truth, reach out empty hands. 72 beats till the buzzer rings free. Hardest battle's the war inside me. Last custody blues, final stand. Hold to the promise or lose all you plan. Swore on their Bible through sweat and shakes. Beat back the demon for heaven's sake. Last custody blues, pray I hold. One father's fight in the winter cold.
Phone buzzed twice, then it went still, like the night itself swallowed the thrill. A number I knew but I never saved, the kind you answer when you don't feel brave. Meet me alone, that voice said low. No cash talk, just what you owe. I watch my hand shake, then it stops. Some fear comes loud, some fear just drops. I didn't pray, I didn't curse, I just put my coat on, worse is worse. Mercy's narrow corridor, walk it straight. One wrong step and you meet your fate. 82 beats in a chest that's cold. You don't get mercy, you get control. Mercy's narrow corridor,
where right feels wrong and wrong feels strong. Stairwells smell like bleach and old smoke. Light above flickered like it almost broke. Footsteps echoed in a hollow square, like the building knew I was heading somewhere. Third floor landing, paint peeling thin, a scuffed up door with a dent caved in. I knocked once soft, then once again, and the silence answered like an old friend. You learn quick in places like that. The quiet ain't peace, it's a loaded fact. Mercy's narrow corridor, walk it straight. One wrong step and you meet your fate. 82 beats in a chest that's cold. You don't get mercy, you get control. Mercy's narrow corridor, dim and long, where right feels wrong and wrong feels strong. Room had one lamp and a metal chair, ash in a glass like a dead man's prayer. Two men waiting, not moving much, eyes that measure you without a touch. No yelling, no threats, no grand display, just one file on the table gray. Sign said one pay, said the other. I heard my name like it meant another. I read the page and I felt it sting, a clean little lie with a dirty string. Mercy's narrow corridor, walk it straight. One wrong step and you meet your fate. 82 beats in a chest that's cold. You don't get mercy, you get controlled. Mercy's narrow corridor, dim and low, where right feels wrong and wrong feels strong.
Guitar strips down to 2 notes. Drums pull back to kick only. Bass swells like pressure behind a wall. The lamp buzz grows louder.
They wanted my breath in a paper cage, wanted my yes to erase their rage. But something in me stayed hard and plain, like a nail that won't come out with pain. I put the pen down slow and clear, said not today, like I didn't fear. The room went still in a different way, like the air itself backed away. Hallway long like a courtroom aisle, painted in shadows, tired and vile. I walked out steady, no sudden run, knowing a storm don't need a gun. Behind me a chair scraped once, then two, a breath held tight like it meant to. I didn't look back, I didn't speak. Some victories come from refusing to plead. No hero moment, no big relief, just a calm that cuts underneath. Mercy's narrow corridor, walk it straight. One wrong step and you meet your fate. 82 beats in my hand, stay still. I don't beg mercy, I bend my will. Mercy's narrow corridor, dim and long, I walk through wrong and I stay strong.